Umar R. Abdullah Johnson, President. Umar R. Abdullah Johnson, President.
Those 5 stages are: 1. Miseducation. 2. Psychotropic medication. 3. Incarceration. 4. Frustration. And 5. Extermination.
What makes you qualified to talk about this powerful topic, brother?
My name is Umar Abdullah Johnson. I am a nationally certified school psychologist. I am also a certified kindergarten through 12th grade principal. I'm currently completing my doctoral dissertation in clinical psychology. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, one in political science, another in psychology. I have 3 master's degrees, one in educational leadership, the second in school psychology, the third in clinical psychology. As I mentioned, 3 certifications, principal, school psychology, and nationally certified school psychologist, and I am a blood relative of Frederick Douglass.
This is the parent tutorial for this evening by Prince Ifatunde, aka Son of Ogun, aka Black America's #1 most requested speaker, aka the new Marcus Garvey, aka the new Nat Turner, aka the new Frederick Douglass, okay, aka your favorite Pan-Africanist.
Now you got your doctorate?
Yes, sir. From the Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine, July of 2012, American Psychological Association approved program. I would add a disclaimer to that. As you probably seen in the world of social media, some of the brothers and sisters in my community have created or falsified claims that I did not have a doctorate. Part of that stems from the fact that I never advertised the schools that I graduated from. Obviously, when I speak at universities, they have to vet my background. So I have to provide that information.
Peace and love, family. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, joining you today from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, where I attended undergraduate university at Millersville University. Today, or tonight rather, for those of you who are still awake, and for those of you who are not out partying, tonight, what I would like to do is expose and explode the myth.
We become homos, man, you know what I'm saying? Or act like they're homos anyway, man. So, you know, our kids are looking up to these knuckleheads, you know what I'm saying, you know? And they got all that gay shit going on in their life, man, you know what I'm saying, you know? So, brother, we're going to touch on all that tonight, hopefully.
The so-called ADHD, which all of you know that I refer to as ain't no daddy at home disorder. Ain't no daddy at home disorder. So we're going to talk about this ADHD thing tonight, okay? The code of discipline. Let me say this again. Let me say this again. We're going to put this in context because the ADHD war against black boys is a small piece of the larger war against all black males. Is the unapologetically African alpha male. The unapologetically African alpha male. Some of us had grandparents who dropped out of the 6th grade, dropped out of the 8th grade, and made a better living as a high school dropout in 1960 than you and I make as a college graduate in 2016. Facts. Let me say that again. Your grandfather with the 6th grade education was able to make a better living with his 6th grade education than what many of us make with a master's degree after 6 years of college. Facts.
So let's talk about your background. Where'd you grow up exactly?
North Philadelphia, North Central Philadelphia, born and raised, still live there.
Okay. And what was the environment like when you were growing up?
We grew up humble. I wouldn't say poor because I think poverty is more of the spirit than it is of the economic realities in which a person lives. We had a mandatory Black history class, 4th and 5th grade, which was taught by Miss Vivian Green, or Lillian Green, Miss Green, who I incidentally ran into a couple years ago. And I think it was the Black history class that really gave me a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, a sense of motivations. I believe I was in the 6th grade, and we were walking in the backyard of a church, and there was plenty of Frederick Douglass memorabilia there. And I asked my father, why is there so much Frederick Douglass memorabilia here? And he said, because you are related to him. That's when I learned I was related to Frederick Douglass. So I think the 4th and 5th grade Black History class with the 6th grade encounter of realizing I was related to arguably the greatest Black leader in American history, I think that kind of set me on my purpose, and it was solidified after I graduated from Millersville University, became a school psychologist back in the year 2000, and found how special education and ADHD were being used as weapons of mass destruction against African American boys. So if I ran around saying I went to PCOM, if I ran around saying I attended Millersville University, if I ran around saying I have a master's in educational leadership from Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, some people might draw the erroneous conclusion that they support my work. And so out of respect for those institutions, I don't go around with a banner with their names on it, because I feel that who I am and my reputation and background is sufficient to support the premises that I stand on.
Yes, Dr. Umar.
Okay, let me take the brother. Go ahead, good brother. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
You was just down here in September.
Yes, Kentucky State.
Didn't get a chance to see you, but I tried. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Up to the state, man.
Thank you, my brother. Go right ahead.
Appreciate it, and I respect you so much.
Appreciate that.
So I'm gonna get to my question here. It's kind of a deep question, but
yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
But
He was not masculine at all. He's not a masculine person.
Umar R. Abdullah Johnson, President.
Donald Trump is very masculine. He's very unapologetic. He's very assertive. Okay? He doesn't script his answers. Donald Trump might say some dumb shit. Yes, he does. He's a fool when it comes to politics, but he's honest.
You possess the genes that can exterminate the race. The one thing African people have that no one else can take or replace, genetic superiority to reproduce another people out of existence. We should not be doing that, because it is my position no black man should be cohabitating with a white woman or anything other than a non-African woman, and the same thing goes for the sisters.